Hey guys, this is my submission for the Awaretest Tester Profile Edit Challenge. We see we don't have a lot of time left, so I'm just gonna be quick in this one. This challenge had quite few requirements, but the main part was that we have to recreate the static design files bio in the AngularJS framework for the CS admin, and these values has to be updated in the API also. So let's just go and see the submission here. Okay, I'm just gonna log out. If we log in, first of all, I created a new user. It's called Beyond Admin. The password is same as the CS admin. I'm gonna also include the password in README files. So let's just log in as him. We can go to the profile and we can see this is the static profile page from the static design files. We can see a bunch of things here already. So let's just, we have the direct API endpoint here. This is our user, the updated user. So let's just first of all see if this works. Let's say Jan, new name. We press next, module closes, and if we refresh the user here, we see that it got posted to API. So basically that's it for the API thing. And the main thing was to create a bunch of models for each and every one of those questions. Models also had to be nice to slide down, and everything has to fade out and stuff like that. I'm gonna explain what we use for that later in the code, but for now let's just see. We have here everything works, like the images are changing, the glove size, everything works. Actually, I'm seeing one little mistake. I'm gonna remove this before I submit. I think this shouldn't be here for updating, so I'm just gonna remove this part later when I make my submission. So let's just go quickly through the what works. Each of these bio information works for updating, except there are a few missing ones. For example, neck. I just put like neck measurement model missing because also in the static file there is no neck. If we search for neck, there is no neck, and few things is missing from these questions. Not from the questions, from the models. So for those missing, I just put like that they are missing here. Okay, where's this chest? I think it's missing also, and hand. So these three are missing. These three don't work. Also for arm and leg preference, they were just I'm assuming like this is going to be changed, so I didn't connect this to nothing. So this also doesn't work, but every other field works except for the birth date. I kinda run out of time for that, but I will be submitting to the registration challenge later, and I will fix this date of birth. But every other field works. So for example, if we want to set height to something new, let's say, I don't know, we are really small. Next, we can refresh here. There should be new height. Sorry about that, I just discovered a minor bug. I didn't escape this character, so the height actually didn't work for posting, but now it does. So you can see now we are that tall, and we're gonna be really tall now. Yeah, it works now. So the way it should also work, like let's be really fat. Yeah, so the way it also works, let's just pause this and refresh it. You see it's here. Let's new favorite quote, and so on. Yeah, hasta la vista, baby. So I think everything else should work. So we have appropriate model for each one of these bio information. I think I didn't finish the extra requirements in time because I kind of underestimated this challenge a bit. So for the picture uploading also wasn't a requirement, so there's just a model here. So let's just go to the code. I'm gonna explain because a bunch of tick happens. I will attach the readme where all the changes are seen. But let's just go through the structure real quickly. I put the admin profile models. All the profile bio partials are here. This will probably be moved under the tester or something more general, so we should just update the API route and that should be it. Everything else should work like it is. We have this one general container. Yeah, actually we have to remove this, I think. We said it before. Yeah, we don't want this part here, but let's just leave it for now. I did this is a container which is common for all the other partials. So if we need to do something on the buttons or something else, that's the same for all the models, because of course the buttons and everything is the same. And the title is just used from the mapping of the variables in the questions. So there's a bunch of partials in here. I didn't create extra files for input fields because quite few of those have only input fields, and for input fields I just left those in here because I didn't thought it didn't make sense to me to create a separate file for such a simple input type. But everything else, for example, I don't know, pan size and stuff like that, has its own partial which is easily editable from here. So if you want to change anything, you can change it from here. It's the similar structure as it was in the register format, so I think this is pretty good, and I think it's very easy editable. Let's just go to see which directives we have to create. So we are here in directives. First of all, we have to include the model directive from the Crea Angular Bootstrap. We are using that for the model creation, so that we don't use jQuery. So this animation and stuff like that, it's all done in Angular. So yeah, that is it for this directive. And also we had to recreate the Bootstrap slider. It was done in jQuery in the static files, so I created a directive for that. Also, stuff is happening here because we have to, for example, adjust the classes based on the value and stuff like that. So it's actually quite intensive directive, but it could be maybe simplified a little bit or break down into multiple directives, but I thought it makes sense because all these models share the same slider, and I don't think it won't be used anywhere else because it's pretty specific with the styling and everything. So that's for the directive. In the user profile, I have to add a few more comments, but in the user profile we did a bunch of stuff in the admin profile controller. We set this to the appropriate image classes. That means that if we press here, I think the shirt size is, so it's actually 4XL. It's not in size. I'm not sure if that's right or not. If it's not, just remove this and just use the number here, and that will be it. Jacket size is also, I wasn't sure for the glove size because the glove size had some numbers here, so I just left in the numbers for the glove size, so you can see both examples of both. Also for the pant size, there were two variables, and there were only one in the mapping, so I just used one, the waist. So inseam is not used for now. I mean, it's commented out, but it's not sending that on the API. So yeah, we are posting to API with this method here. We just created this endpoint in the Express, and we're just sending the user via put method, so we can update the user. I think I'm gonna run out of time soon in this free video tool that I'm using, so I have to sum up pretty quickly. So yeah, it's quite large challenge. I will try to write also a good README with it. Also, actually haven't tried. We can also try it with another user. I didn't want to use CS admin because if anybody else who was working on it, we would be also always in the like we would overwrite each other values. But let's try here if the short size will work. Hopefully this will work. Okay, let's see if the admin should get the short size. Or let's try to, I don't know, let's try to update this. Hopefully I have the right ID here. Yeah, actually the thing I mentioned before, I think is just happening because when we updated, somebody else updated because the values are changing and I didn't change them. But yeah, the zip code changed, so it works also for other users, and this also changed, which is not mine. So that was the point of my username, Jan admin. And I have to finish up now because I'm gonna run out of time. So this is it for my challenge. I didn't have chance to do the bonuses. It has few minor issues, but I think mostly it is it. It's also the scrollable because we didn't have the. It said that if we couldn't match all the information inside, we should make it scrollable. So yeah, that's it. Thanks.